I am a psychic counselor. Elzora is a sideshow attraction.
I don't need no cat bones to tell your fortune, Mozelle Baptiste. You are a curse. The Black Widow. Salmontas! Some things are better left unsaid.
For all of human history, names have carried meanings. They represented action, profession, affirmation, or in the case of oracles, a divine gift. So we're going to break down her name. Elzora. First you have El, which is God, and this is a connection to the spiritual world. And then you have Zora, which means dawn, the first light of the day, breaking the darkness, revealing hidden truth. So Elzora's power lies in its exposure. She doesn't just see the truth, she forces it into the light.
You're in pain, my daughter. Yes.
And then you have Miss Moselle.
Great.
Now her name carries two different meanings. In French, it means little house, or rather little temple, where the truth is always revealed. But in Hebrew, you have feminine version of the name Moses, out of the water, which is pretty fitting considering her visions always start with water in the Bayou. And like Moses, she leads people out of deception and into the truth. Elzora shines a light on the unseen. Moselle draws truth from the depths. And this is a good reason why they're feuding. But y'all ain't satisfied with that. I ain't satisfied with that. But I got something for y'all.
This is a Mr. Gent movie theory. Enjoy.
Have you told anyone?
Too bad.
So when Elzora tells Moselle,
I don't need no cat bones to tell your fortune, Mozelle Baptiste.
that tells us that she already knows the truth. She's already checked into it. You see, Elzora, she has a personal code. She has no patience for wicked people. Remember how she warns Eve and calls her a
Bad girl.
warns Roz,
Sometimes a soldier fall on his own sword.
and calls Moselle.
The Black Widow. You are a curse.
See, Moselle, she repeatedly states that her and her brother are alike.
We're two of a kind, my brother and I. We are a lot the same, your father and I.
But how? I mean, the only similarities that we're given is their sexual appetite and their tendency towards infidelity.
Except I don't have no children to catch me.
And the only confirmed examples that we have of Moselle is when she was cheating on her second husband, Maynard. Let's look more into Elzora. Voodoo and Christianity, particularly Catholicism, are often intertwined. She's a woman of deep spiritual convictions. So if you look closely at Elzora's home, you'll see three religious paintings. The Black Madonna right here, and this is a depiction of the Virgin Mary with an infant Jesus with dark skin. And then we also have Our Lady of Perpetual Help, another Catholic icon. Now the third one is harder to identify, but if y'all find out what it is, please let me know. And it wasn't uncommon for female spiritual leaders like voodoo priestess or shamans or hoodoo priestess to have relationships. These women often held significant social roles within their communities, which included having families. He would have to embody roles like unconditional love and loyalty, be a man of God, have emotional depth and compassion, and be a man who fights for his love. All she needs is a sign. Well, it just so happens there is a prophet in the Bible who fits these same characteristics, whose story matches perfectly. His name was Hosea. And if Elzora believed she had found a man like that, but was deceived, her heartbreak would have been devastating. I don't want to piss off a woman like her. And a woman like her wouldn't simply just move on from the first sign. Nah. Remember, Elzora revealed the truth. That brings us to her shrine. And one object that stands out is a head-shaped figure with a melted candle on top. Now, this is a tool used in voodoo to influence thoughts, to make hidden emotions surface, bringing the light to dark. Now, this is the curse of passion. And we see the wax is already melted. Obviously, it's been used, but on who? But for this spell to work, the candle has to be lit. And we see it being lit right now. So two people have been affected. One is in the current. Some of y'all are picking up what I'm putting down now. Well, the first person she used it on, remember that biblical prophet?
Tell me about Hosea. But when I was with Hosea, it was like my whole body was burning.
So she lights it, and the man leaves to the other woman's home with a gun, demanding that.
He said, pack your bags, woman. I've come to take you with me.
See, his passion is out of control right now, and the spell has him, but not all the way. It wasn't until Mozelle rejected him.
I said, please, leave our house.
And the spell completely took over. Because you remember Mozelle said,
Hosea's eyes went another color and he stopped trembling.
and in that moment of uncontrollable passion,
All right then.
he took a life. There's something about them eyes, right? Makes you want to turn around and just... See, that's the real power of voodoo.
But you can't kill people with voodoo.
But it can influence emotions, desires, and decisions. And if that influence just so happened to lead to destruction. That's on you. Mozelle did this to him.
And he shot Maynard in the chest.
Lewis did it to himself.